Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top 4 seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step, as we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team from the ACC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And on the carry, he's heading left. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Makes a quick grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A new set of downs after that completion. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. Breaking free at midfield. Big play in enemy territory, all the way to the 41-yard line. Well, the big fella's, Kirk, flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He's got it for a big gain. He make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the...
He's got room looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here comes a handoff.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Gets into space at the 50. An explosive play moves the ball across midfield. Will spot it at the 38.
That's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Offense self-destructing. Penalty makes it 1st and 20. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looks like he's going to run it. Finding some room at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
And the Terrapins getting set on 1st and 10. Single back takes the handoff. The Terrapins looking to cash in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's got it near the end zone. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution. The championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up 1st down yardage.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
The Gamecocks come up to the line in the hurry-up. They'll to throw it here on second down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And the Gamecocks pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Hands off to the left. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Here's the second down play. There's the handoff. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. See what the call is on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Pulls it in. It's Caldwell. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And there's the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big...
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Manning. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Slides to avoid the big hit.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
They'll run it to the right side. That run moves the ball across the 35. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. The important third down play coming up. They'll try to run for the first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
The Terrapins with 1st and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Third down after that running play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He hands it off from the gun.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Bringing pressure. Tried to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there. And now it's a fourth down call. And the Terrapins hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Caught near the goal line. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal.
Boy, a risky decision here to go for it inside the red zone on fourth down, and you come up with a first down. I love that aggressive approach. Let's see if they can come up with a touchdown here to finish off this drive.
Here's that defense shifting again. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Pressure is coming. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process. Interesting choice here on the goal line. 5 wide receivers on second and goal. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. He pulls in the catch. The defense stops him just short of the end zone. Spotted at the 1. He moves the ball to the 1. Third down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? QB decides to keep it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Breaking free at midfield. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the defense look slow that time. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He's running out of time here. He's looking to scramble. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. And looking for a big play here. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
Boy, a great job of coming up with a huge play by this offense. A nice pass by the quarterback, and you look at the time here before we get to the half. They got a real shot here to put a touchdown up on the board.
First down, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Terrapins. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. The offenses have had their way so far. These defenses looking for answers. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's caught at the 10. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's got it right near the end zone. The defense makes the stop at the 3. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage on that screen.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. But give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him down out near the 40. The Terrapins hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Brought down, but is past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Important second down play coming up. The back's got it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. It's third down for the offense. He'll hand it off. Jukes to get free. Tackled inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
I love this unconventional call by the offensive coordinator. Third and medium, a lot of times you're thinking about throwing the football, but instead they're able to run the ball with great execution, and they pick up the first down.
And the Terrapins lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Gonna run it. It's Williams. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
The Terrapins trying to cash in here in the red zone. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. This will be a 35-yard attempt. And he knocks it right through the uprights. And they jump back in front.
The snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. Heading left after the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the Gamecocks come to the line to run the hurry out. And on first down, they go right back to him. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The Gamecocks are going to keep this drive rolling.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's an out route. The catch made.
You know, I'm so used to seeing this guy just come in and block and try to open up holes. How about getting his hands on the ball? Tip your cap to the offensive coordinator for that call.
They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they go in front here in the second half. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good, so it's 28-24. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Manning. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended.
And a sophomore making an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Terrapins begin a new series here, 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking for a gap. It's Williams. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
On the return, it's Bennett. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He's found some room at the 45. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And here's the handoff. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on 3rd down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
And the Gamecocks pick up enough for a 1st down. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Here we go now, a crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Well, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. The Maryland offense is back out on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Here we go. Late in a tight game. This might be the biggest play so far. 3rd and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll throw it now. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row. Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Press coverage now from these DBs. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's escaping the pocket now. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? Again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. He's got some room. Can he get there? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
Bringing it out. It's Manning. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Terrapins. Here we go, national championship game, 4th quarter, 1-possession game. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense. They try to get everybody on the same page here. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The onside kick works as they steal a possession here. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Offense operating from the pistol. They'll run it here. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And now the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. That gain makes it 2nd and medium. The pre-snap motion from the offense. They're going to run it. That was a nice juke, but not much room to run. He's brought down for a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Gamecocks looking to cash in this red zone trip. And the quarterback will just sneak it here.
Chris, just so impressive. And as much focus as there is on quarterbacks and wide receivers in the passing game, at the end of the day, to win a national championship, there's going to come a critical third down where you got to rely on your offensive line. The opponent knows you're going to run. You still do it. They convert, and I think that may be it.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champion.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College.